So you're 40 and you think it might be a good idea to get into jiu-jitsu. But let me tell you about my experience getting into the game as a 40-year-old. I had always enjoyed a wide variety of sports, but I was never passionate about any one of them. The men's leagues in my area were dwindling as we all got older, and too many dudes got struck with couch potatoitis. I found a judo school in my city and started attending. It didn't work out for a variety of reasons, but I found out that I got a major charge out of what they called niwaza. It wasn't long after that I found a group that trained jiu-jitsu in a church basement. On my first session, I knew that I was hooked. Guys who were much smaller than me were easily controlling me, pinning me down and submitting me. Blue belts were the highest rank in the room, but they seemed like wizards to me. Being 40 was not a big issue for me. In fact, the only time it was an issue was when other people told me that I was too old for it or it was too risky for me. My biggest issue was a lack of knowledge and skill, but I was determined to fix that. I became obsessed with everything jiu-jitsu related, and I trained at every opportunity. Being 40 actually gave me some advantages. I was financially stable, so I didn't worry about membership or transportation costs for training. My kids were older, so I wasn't caught up in a world of bath times, story times, and bedtimes that would keep me from training. Lastly, being 40 gave me the clarity to set some realistic goals. After a year of training, I decided to start competing in tournaments. I hated the exhaustion and the nausea, but I found out that I loved the element of competition. It's one thing to do classes and open mats and hope that your skills are sharpening, and it's quite another to test yourself in actual competition where you face a wide variety of styles and techniques, and the other dudes are in it to win it. At my white belt tournaments, my biggest takeaway was that my submission mechanics needed to be sharpened. I was decent at setting up traps and catching positions to submit, but some of the details like grips, leverage, and angles were critically flawed. Doing these tournaments helped me to discover some of my weaknesses and find ways to improve. Of course, there are risks to doing jiu-jitsu. Recovery from injuries can take a longer time as an older athlete. Hopefully with that age comes a wisdom to avoid unnecessary risks and to take the required time and steps for healing and recovery. Overall, my white belt experience was amazing. Some of those guys who beat me up have become great friends. I loved my ride up the steep learning curve and I couldn't get enough. Looking ahead to training helped me through many tough days. I developed a deep passion for jiu-jitsu as a white belt, a passion that I still have today. You might have picked up my bias in this video. Yes, I think you should start training jiu-jitsu, whether you're 10, 20, 40, or 60. It may not be your thing, but who knows? Give it a shot. It may become an amazing part of your life. Please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. Also, I'd like to hear from you. How old were you when you started training jiu-jitsu? And how's that going for you? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you for watching.